Metro! Alright, how's it going, everybody? My name is Miss Isaac, and I'm here with a little bit of a different video, right? I don't usually talk about this, but the Denver Nuggets are the 2023 NBA champions, bro. Ah, that's so crazy to think about. I'm not even a Denver fan. I don't have a favorite team. I just like watching basketball and players play at the end of the day. But seeing this is just like, man, you can't help but be happy for the Denver Nuggets, you know? I've been watching since back like in the bubble one. They were playing against against Utah, and they made it to the conference finals with the Lakers, and they lost in four. And it was just like, dang, bro, you were right there. You were literally right there. And it and then you have on the other side with with Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics, and it was like, dang, bro, I wish we could have had a Lakers and Celtics finals. Now it was like 3 years ago, and now looking at it here, it's like, I don't care that we didn't have a Lakers and Celtics finals. We if they didn't make it, they didn't make it. That's just how it is. But seeing this finals here is probably the most enjoyable finals I've seen in like the past 5 years. Honestly, I enjoyed it so much. And you probably thinking it's crazy because we had the Bucks and the Suns, and we had the Warriors and the Celtics, we had the Lakers and the Heat, right? But this one was different. This one was really different. I don't know why, but it was so fire. And then seeing the celebration from the Nuggets, seeing Jokic just be a gentleman, dap up everybody on the Heat, like not even like bragging or being an a-hole or anything like that, just genuinely being like, hey, you know what, good game. Y'all fought well. Y'all are a great team. All that stuff. And then going to his team to celebrate, and not even like boisterously. The man was with his family. He was with his daughter, his wife. He wasn't even at the front of the ceremony when they were giving the trophy. That was Jamal Murray. And speaking of Jamal Murray, all I see right now from people that I watch are just basically like, that man came back from injury where he could barely walk to being the number two guy in a championship team. And seeing him cry up at the podium, just seeing all the hard work that it took to get there, and them just being at the promised land and succeeding, holding the Larry O'Brien trophy, that hits the emotional spot right there, bro. That hits, and that's what I love about basketball, because basketball, my dad loves it, I love it. If we're ever in the same room and there's a game going on, I'll always watch it with him, at least as much as I can. I love basketball because of him. He basically taught me how cool basketball was, because I remember me and him, like a core memory was me and him watching the 2016 NBA Finals, Game 7, when Kyrie hit the shot. I remember watching it with him. And ever since then, I've just loved basketball. I'll play with my friends all the time in like a pickup game. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm better than someone that has never picked up a basketball before, but I still suck. My 3 point shot is broke. But I love just watching people play basketball on like the in the NBA, watching people play basketball on a court, playing basketball myself, and just the idea of the sport. I love it, you know. It's my favorite sport for a reason. So seeing this, the NBA Finals, the biggest stage for basketball, and seeing somebody, the underdog, even though the man has multiple MVPs, is now an NBA champion and has the stats to back it up, and the eye test as well, like he's really good. Nikola Jokic is finally there, and he's finally proven to people like, yo, I'm him. I'm him, and y'all can't say anything about it because I have the trophy right here. I have it right here. It reminds me back in like 2021 when Giannis got that trophy as well, and it solidified him as a top 75 player of all time, which is crazy to think about. That's insane. And now Nikola Jokic is up there. Well, the man has 2 MVPs as well, but it's insane. It's just insane. Why I love basketball, because no matter what team won, I would have been happy, because I'm a neutral fan. You know, at the end of the day, I don't have any allegiance to any team. I just love watching basketball and getting to see this NBA Finals. It was definitely one of the most entertaining ones, even though everybody was saying that it was boring. They wanted the star potential. Well, I mean, we have one. We have Nikola Jokic. And Jimmy Butler, people debate if he's a star. I feel like he is, but I'm not I'm not smart when it comes to basketball. I'm not at all. I don't have any like crazy important opinions or anything like that. I'm just watching as a fan, and I enjoyed this so much, man. So congratulations to the Denver Nuggets for becoming the 2023 NBA champions, bro. Oh man, I just gotta say, bro, just watching the celebration and watching everybody just be so happy, the crying, people holding up the trophy, the hats, the shirts. Oh man, it was so good. It was so good. Like to me, there wasn't any moment in this series where it was like 2022 where Steph Curry was like ring me on his finger or anything like that. Like there wasn't any blatant disrespect against each other, but it was just straight up competitive the entire series. And even though we had some like blowouts, to me, I loved every second of it. The Heat always had that chance of like we can take a game, we can take two, but don't let us take three, because then it's a series. Like it's actually a series. But luckily, the Denver Nuggets closed it out in five. It's crazy, bro. Again, congratulations. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know down below how you feel about this and just overall the basketball in general. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. So as like a little addendum to the video, I I didn't talk about much about the Miami Heat. They're great. They're really good for the fact that they made it out of the playing game. They almost lost in the playing game against the Bulls. They beat the Bucks. They beat the Knicks. They beat the Celtics in seven. They almost lost that series, but they beat them in seven. And then they made it to the NBA Finals, a team that was not expected at all to make it to the NBA Finals. But you also got to remember, they were the team that made it to the 2020 NBA Finals, so there was no real reason as to why they couldn't, except for maybe roster changes. But it's so fire to be able to see them from the bottom, the eighth seed, make it all the way to the NBA Finals, beating a one seed, bro, beating like a four seed, beating the second seed, all the way to the top. They couldn't beat the Nuggets, but they were right there. They were there at the promised land once again, bro. It's so crazy. I gotta give them their props. But back to the Nuggets, bro. I didn't mention in the video how besides 2020 there was 2019 in the second round and all this stuff. There was 2021. There was 2022 when they lost to the Warriors. I don't remember who they lost to in 2021. I don't remember if it was the Jazz. I think that was 2020. I don't remember, but they lost there as well. So it's just been years, like 4 years of losing, right? To make it here to the finals. They had it. They had that potential. They just needed that one push. It was the team that was built around everybody. You know, it was the whole team, bro. The role players, the players off the bench, the star players, the starting players, everybody, bro. It came together with culmination of blood, sweat, and tears, trades, the right moves when drafting, all this stuff. And it came, the culmination was this, an NBA title. And then the coach, he said like, yo, next is a dynasty. It's like, bro, nah, don't say that. Hold on, don't say that. That'll be fire. That'll be so dope. If they manage to make a dynasty, dog, oh my gosh, it's over. It's over. It'll be so fire.